Sporting touch of hands. Round number one. There's that fast start, and that is the fastest knockout in bare knuckle fighting championship.
Hey, mama, no born in the Bronx, raised in Dade. Been in the city since Pitt had braids. Bahapanti parties, but I know how to sneak me out. Now it's 7-figure meetings every day. We leave the house. It's game time. The game's mine. You know the vibe. Yo, viajado el mundo entero, repping 305.
Welcome everybody to episode 5 of Don't Blink, man, with my co-host Too Nice, Too Nizzy in the building. Today we have a very special guest.
Wow.
Besides the guest, he's family. He's a Miami legend. He's either your uncle or your cousin, depending on what era you grew up in Miami.
For sure.
We got DJ Laz in the building. Woo! Listen, man. Growing up in Miami, when this guy was in the building, if you heard this, bro. If you heard this,
that was it. It was on.
You didn't need no name. You just knew who was coming.
It was on and popping. That's
You gonna let it ride.
podcast.
DJ Laz is in the building. Miami, stand the fuck up. God damn it.
By the way, I'm glad you said stand up. You motherfuckers do that. That's good for me.
Yeah. That's why we got the pimp and the limp in the fucking building, man.
Yes.
Hey, my brother, thank you so much for coming over here, brother. Thank you, brother. Amazing.
This family, I got Uly, I got Too Nice, got the whole crew on it.
Hell yeah.
I'm not mad, but I'm gonna pour a little something.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. Yesterday I found out my fight fell through for February 5th, so I'm not fighting February 5th. So
Really?
I'll be commentating, so I'm having a drink with you, bro.
Oh, fuck it.
I'm having a drink. Where you at, Too Nice? There you go.
I'm with it.
Salud.
You want a little more? Look a little light, look like ginger ale.
Yeah, for real.
I'm trying to cheat.
Is that what it is?
I'm trying to cheat.
Salud.
Yes.
Salud.
Yo.
My brother.
So I guess that the guy that you were gonna fight said, "Fuck that." He saw
Hey,
your last video.
Yeah, actually, that's exactly what happened with a couple guys, bro.
It's all good though, but we got
Go ahead.
positive vibes. You know what I'm saying?
Cheers, Miami.
Okay.
Cheers, Miami. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. My brother, so first off, I want to start off, you at a new station, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody knows you for, everybody
Yes.
knows, I ain't going to mention the station.
No, you can mention it. It's okay.
Okay, so everybody
It's all
knows
about the history.
for Power 96 is history, is like, bro, it's amazing because I went to a comedy show the other day, and this kid, he's 23 years old, great comedian,
Was it Marcelo?
Marcelo, great comedian, amazing, and he goes, bro, DJ Laz was hosting it, and he goes, bro, coming out here, it's amazing because I grew up to this guy. He said, listen to this guy when I was in kindergarten in my mom's car, and finally I put a face to him, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then Laz came on, and he's like, hey, limping on there, and he's like, hey, let me ask you something. How many motherfuckers didn't even know I had a limp for real? And like, oh, shit.
Listen,
you know?
the funniest shit in the world is a lot of people thought that name was just a gimmick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when they would see me, they'd be like, "Oh shit, you really do limp." I'm like, "Yeah, motherfucker, you think I'm pimp with the limp for nothing?" But yo, it's interesting to see the way people react initially, and then they're like, "Oh shit, hang out with me for 5 minutes, you'll forget I limp, but we get the part close." That's a plus.
You know what I mean? Hell yeah.
That's awesome,
That's
man.
the truth.
Oh, yeah. And so you're at a new station now. You're at 93.9, correct?
Yeah, it's called Totally 93.9. I get to play 90s music. I don't have to deal with the new top 40, which is not my shit anyway. Right. So I get 90s, and we play everything. You know, whatever was big back in the 90s gets played. And, of course, I drop my freestyle, the Miami booty shaking shit.
Nice.
But at the same time, we play, who was big back then? Christina Aguilera was huge. Britney Spears was huge.
Right.
Sad to say, but the Backstreet Boys.
I actually walked into Home Depot today with Rex, and they had Backstreet Boys playing. I was like, "Whoa!"
But it's those songs that make you go. It's nostalgic.
No, it's classic, classic material.
So it's awesome. And one thing I said, yo, I'm not going back to morning radio. Fuck that. Yeah. That getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, that shit takes its toll.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So I know I do a afternoon show, starts at 3 o'clock, ends at 7 o'clock. I'm not mad at it. And shout out to everybody at iHeart. Looking forward to a lot of years over there. I say I'm just going to wrap it up because right now I'm the prostitute of radio in Miami. I am the escort hooker of Miami radio. I've been to every goddamn station.
Yo, Laz, not for nothing, it's because you good, bro. You know
Thank
what I'm saying? You good, you
Not the
great.
best.
And yeah, man, and you bring a lot of following, you bring a lot of respect to the game, and a lot of people admire you for that. You know what I'm saying? So
appreciate
that's
that.
why every station, they got to mess with you, man. They got the honor to have Laz in there, but boy, you better take that thing.
Absolutely. You also got something going on with on globalization on Pitch station on Sirius XM.
Listen, that for those of you that don't know, I do a Saturday show on Sirius XM, Globalization, the Nephews channel. And the craziest part, that's my musical therapy. For the last 5 years, that has been my fucking disconnect, where I can play what I want, when I want, how I want to play it. We did agree at the beginning when we started that station, was like, yo, we're going to keep it clean, because there's no sense in having, I told you this was a porn studio. I told you. I just at the beginning, so make sure you edit that part back in where I said.
Our last guest was Angelina Castro. You don't know what's going on over here. You know what I mean?
I'm just curious if there's any leche on the ground.
Yo, we have the clean lady to come and clean. So
she's quick. That bitch moved. After that one, she's like, yo no vengo más pa acá.
Hey, another, me and Laz go back many years. Go back to the times when I used to be fighting in his clubs. Now I'm getting paid to fight, and he was actually ringside for my 3-second knockout.
Yeah, it was like, bro, but listen. Let's talk, real talk. Listen, I'm 49 now. You know, I missed certain things. I blinked and that motherfucker was on the ground. You need to give me a little more something.
The name of the podcast is Don't Blink.
Yeah,
bro, baby. Straight up. All I did was this for 1 second. I heard, oh! And I go, what the fuck? What? And homie was...
out for the count.
Hey, and let me tell you something, man. This is a true story. So that happened. My management rushed me upstairs to my hotel room. I got dressed, came back down. Started talking to the fans. Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, thank you, Pimpin'. Shout out to MDO Miami. Thank you, Manny, keeping me fresh. Came downstairs, started doing interviews immediately, and then I still hadn't. I mean, I was in my fight, but I didn't see my fight. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. So the first one to show me the fight was Laz. Yo, come over here. I got it right here on the phone, and we sat there and watched it 100 times.
And by the way, let me tell you why. I had to call somebody. It's like, yo, I blinked. This motherfucker's knocked out. Did you see it? Yeah, I recorded it. I said, bitch, send it to me so I can see what actually happened.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was right there front row. I was recording. And I was just like, what just happened? Yeah. It was lit.
But you know what you told me that night? You told me that you manifested that.
I did.
You know what I'm saying? And you put it out there and you said, yo, this is exactly how this is going to go down. This is what I'm going to do. And you did it.
I did.
And a lot of people don't understand that when you want to do something, you got to speak it into existence. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You got to put it out there. You got to believe it. I love when people try to bring me shit all the time. They're like, and they don't believe in themselves. How the fuck am I going to believe in you if you don't believe in you?
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it's got to start with you.
Yeah.
And that night was fucking epic.
Epic, brother. It was amazing, and it put my name on the around the world, brother. It was like the culmination of all my hard work over everything and all the shit I've been through. It was like that was the stamp on. You know what I mean? Hey, but we're here for you, brother.
No. Listen, fuck that. I want to talk about you. The fact that I'm sitting in a room with you two motherfuckers, and I'm normally the guy doing the interviewing.
Yeah.
This makes me so goddamn proud. It's not
even
funny.
Thank you, my bro.
Real talk.
Thank you.
This makes me so. I get to sit back, drink some black, and listen to some shit.
Yeah.
No, hold on.
My brother, you are the epitome of manifesting great things and putting things in the universe and making things happen. You what people don't know is they call you the pimp with the limp because you were born with something that you weren't able to walk. They actually told you that you were never going to walk. They told your mom you were never going to walk.
Yeah. So for everybody that's watching, here's a perfect example of making something out of nothing. Right. I'm 49. I'll be 50 this year, which, by the way, we're going to throw that, but we ain't filming that motherfucker.
Corta ahí. El tigre 32.
No. Hey, I'm not ashamed of stuff right here. I did the Just for Men shit does me good. I ain't going to lie.
Well, pass it to me. You got the plug?
For an endorsement, by the way, if anybody want to fucking...
Damn, Laz, I was about to plug that in. If they had it, hook me up, because I'm halfway missing.
No, but so when I was born, they basically told, and I'm the only, out of all my siblings, I was the only one born here. Mm-hmm. So mom was 37. They had just come from Cuba, and I guess they're happy as fuck, so they said, empezaron a echar palo. And, I'm born. Now, when I'm born, mom knows the routine for having kids. I'm the baby of 4. So she knew you have a baby, they clean the baby up real quick, they wrap the baby up, and they hand you the baby. Well, me, they didn't do that. They went, oh, what the fuck? Cuban pretzel, give me some mustard, I don't know shit, the fuck. Wrap me up, and... took me out of the room. So automatically, and by the way, natural birth. Okay, natural birth. Sorry, Mom. The bottom of my feet were touching my chest when I was born. Bottom. You got to picture that for a second.
Yeah.
That's why I say Cuban pretzel all day. Just add mustard.
You were a lawn chair.
Exactly. And so, Mom had her fucking troubles pushing and pushing, but they take me out of the room. Now, Mom's like, yo.
Why they do that?
This ain't normal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then my sister comes in wearing dark shades, and my mom's like, ¿Qué es lo que está pasando? No, mami, todo bien, ven a hablar contigo un ratico. And then it was like, Mom's thinking, and doctor comes in finally after some time. Remember, I'm a fucking newborn.
Yeah.
I'm repeating a story that's been told to me a million times. Right. Doctor walks in and tells Mom, Mrs. Mendez, I have some bad news for you. Your son was born with a birth defect. A birth defect that will cause him never to walk in his life. Not only never walk, but he will lie flat in a bed his entire life. He won't be able to sit up. He won't be able to stand up, and he definitely won't be able to walk. Imagine hearing that as a mom. You know what I'm saying? As a parent. Fuck. Yeah. My mom says to the doc, do me a favor. Don't repeat those words ever to anybody. Definitely don't tell my husband because he doesn't have the faith that I have. This is my mom speaking.
And you're looking at the pimp with the limp,
right?
Motherfucker.
Right. And you'll see my son's going to walk. And the fucking doctor, imagine a doctor, they go by shit that they've seen, read, done. So what happens? Walks out of the room. Mom said she's standing or sitting in the room by herself. Nobody in the room, just her. You just get this fucking news. You can imagine, you're like, holy shit, what happens here? She said that she's got her head down when she opens her eyes. Jesus appeared in front of her.
Damn.
Dice que se quedó fría. Todos pelos se le pararon. Have faith in me, your son will walk. Don't believe what the doctors are telling you. Boom. Disappears. Mom was like, what the fuck just happened? But she didn't question it. She goes, okay, that's it? Okay, that's what we're doing. So Mom made a promise that if I were to walk, she would dress in a dress made out of burlap, potato sack. And she said, I'm going to name him Lázaro, por San Lázaro. And so that was the beginning of the journey. So what happens? She takes me home, and I'm doing exactly what the motherfucking doctor said I was going to do. Laying the fuck down. So Mom is there, and one day, and I don't know the timeline on this, so don't quote me on the timeline. But Mom looks over, crib is in the kitchen, because when they came from Cuba, they had squats, so the kitchen, the living room, and the bedroom were all in one fucking room.
Right.
So she looks over, and I sit up. Mom's like, "Oh, what the fuck is this?" So immediately, picks up the phone. Calls the doc. He says, Doc, Laz is sitting in the crib. Mrs. Mendez. Oh my God, that's a miracle. Blah, 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 blah. Keep me posted. All right, cool. Again, I don't know the timeline. Could have been months, years in between. I have no idea. So what happens? Mom calls the doctor back. She goes, Doc, Laz is standing in the crib. Mrs. Mendez, oh my God, that's a miracle. I don't know what to say. Hang on one second. Hey, if this bitch calls back, I'm busy, okay? Because she's crazy. Everybody in the office got it? Okay. Yes, Mrs. Mendez. Yes, no, wow, miracle. Congratulations. Please keep me posted. He thought she was fucking delusional. Mom calls the doc back. Again, don't know the timeline. Mom calls the doc, and doc picks up. How can I help you, Mrs. Mendez? Laz walked. Mrs. Mendez, do me a favor. I need you to check yourself into a mental institution. It is physically impossible for your son to walk. He doesn't have any joints. You're delusional, and your mind's playing tricks on you. Basically, what you want to see, your mind's
making you, yeah.
And she's like, oh, so I'm crazy. Okay.
Está bien.
Okay. Tell you what, I know where you're at because I called you. You're at the hospital. I'm going to put him in the car. I'll be there in 20 minutes. Mommy puts me in the car. We go to the fucking hospital. Takes me out of the fucking car seat. If there was one, it might have been a fucking bucket. Puts me down on the ground. And all fucked up, I walk to the doctor.
Wow.
Steps. Something that guy said I'd never do. So what happens there? She said the guy fell to his knees, could not move for 20 minutes. because everything that he had studied, everything that he had learned, everything video that he had seen, everything just went out the fucking window.
You just went against all odds.
Everything. So the guy literally said to my mom, and mind you, this is all with translators because mommy didn't speak a lick of English to this day. The doctor says, ma'am, you have proven me wrong. I don't know what happened, but it's clearly a miracle. Now we're going to get to work. 17 surgeries. Man. 17. I had a lot of people they don't know backstory because I've heard everything in the streets like, yo, man, I remember, what happened to Laz? Well, he was a dope dealer, bro, back in the day. He used to slang dope and said, one went wrong and plop, plop. That's why he fucked up. I heard I got bit by a shark. That was a fucking great one. I heard I was a gay. I mean, I've heard them all. And the truth is what I'm telling you guys now. Yeah. So.
Is this exclusive, Laz? Is this exclusive?
No, I've said this before. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. But,
yo, it's crazy.
It was never with black and with good friends. So what happens? Doctor says we're going to get to work. So that's when all the surgery started. I had a full body cast or from my waist down for 4 years because they broke all my bones.
Did they have to make an extra third leg for you or what?
Well, they were trying to, they were figuring out.
Yeah, we got to keep this one.
The good part about this guy, folks, he's going to stand up. But all bullshit aside, what happens? They break all my bones and put them in a cast because they had to straighten out my legs as best as they could. When I was a baby, and I think my old man still has these, I used to wear my right shoe on my left and my left shoe on my right to fucking straighten out the feet.
Yeah.
So, when people say, man, either it's sort of like when they say, Chico, whoa, you're so lucky. Well, blessed for sure.
Yeah.
But it's hard work. Right. One thing that I've never let get in my way is my disability. Yeah. I don't even call it a disability. I call it an ability. Mm-hmm. I just do things different than everybody else. Like walking up them fucking stairs that you guys like me about. Yeah. That was when I looked at that and said,
my brother, listen, man, you're a blessing, and not only because you did what you did, you're a blessing in people's lives. You've touched many people. With that story, you've probably helped uncountable amount of people that you don't even know. You know what I mean? And it's amazing. And look, I grew up Cuban too. My mom's a pastor. You know what I mean? So when you tell these stories about talking to Jesus, I've heard them too, and I feel that's why I'm here at this moment doing what I'm doing and living a great life because of mom's prayers. But that one, that'll lead me into. I did Radio Lollipop with you one time at Miami Children's Hospital, and I remember that's when you had first broken down the story to me too, because I heard all the pimp within stories. You know what I mean? I heard you got jumped in a club and this and that and the other. And it's awesome to see that when I was with you on Radio Lollipop and we'd go around and you told me the story that look, I was one of these kids in these hospital beds for months and 17 surgeries, and we went around and we touched the kids. It was me, you, and Pitt, and it was amazing to talk to them and for you to be coming around limping and telling them, yo, I was in your shoes, bro.
Sure. Well, and the crazy part is we were just talking about the new station just yesterday. I got a call on the air from a girl who now is 34 years old. Mm-hmm. And she says to me, Laz, I am so glad you're back on the radio. I love listening to you. But more than that, you were at the hospital doing your Radio Lollipop thing when I was there. She was 10 years old.
Wow. Damn.
Okay?
Wow.
And now she's 34.
Damn.
Okay? And she said, she was in shock that it was me. I brought Pitt. Yeah. Okay.
I was probably there with you.
You were probably there. So imagine that. And she said that always stayed with her. That, bro, these people walked into my room and brightened up my day in a very dark hour. Mm-hmm. She was dealing with multiple sclerosis, and she had an asthma situation, and all sorts of shit was going on. And she goes, just that visit that you guys came and we talked for a second and we were hanging out, lifted my spirit so much that years later, 20-something years later, she felt compelled to call me and tell me that story.
That's amazing.
I said, Mama, you made my day.
Yep.
Fuck me making your day. You made my day with that story. So you never know who you inspire, who you touch in a way where they were like, no, and I was about to give up.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And let me tell you, since my fighting career has taken off and people have seen my story where I came from to where I'm at now, I get these DMs and these messages and man, it's amazing. It's amazing. You don't know, you're actually doing better for people that don't know you than the people who actually know you. The people who actually know you kind of want to talk shit about you. Yeah. And the people who don't know you are the ones that are like, yo,
that really admire
amazing.
you.
You know what I mean?
They really admire you.
No, it's dope. It's dope.
And to see, what it's turned into after all these years. Mm-hmm. When I first took the gig with iHeart, we had a conference Zoom call because, nobody can get together these days.
Right.
We had a Zoom call, and when the guy is explaining to some of the new people, this is Laz, and da-da-da-da, he's been on the air for over 30 years. I was like, fuck, that would hurt. Damn. But yeah.
It's you.
You know what I'm saying?
You have to.
Hey!
Sorry. I had to do that.
No, and you know what I love about that song? Bro, first of all, shout out to Trick Dog and CeeLo who did that record with me.
Hell yeah.
I remember making that beat on the SP1200. And
well, the Techniques?
No, that's a Technique 1200 is a turntable.
Okay.
This is a drum machine.
Okay.
Which he still has, by the way. I was at his house the other day, and it was like...
No, he be thinking like that. He be DJing with the tongue.
I ain't gonna say that one got me a lot of play. I ain't gonna lie. Listen, I love the fact that I've gotten so much... how do I say this in a very nice way? I'm just curious if Laz can ass. I've gotten a lot of that. I overheard a conversation with two girls one day. They're like, "Oh my god, he's cute, but his legs fucked up." No, for real. They were like talking and like, "Girl, you think he can fuck?" They're the questions, and I'm like, "There's only one way to find out."
Hey.
I banged them both that night. So cheers to that.
Salute to you, ladies out there watching.
Yo, but
follow me on Instagram too. I go on tour next
Hey,
month.
listen, talking about Instagram, that's another story I got with Laz, bro.
Oh,
me and Laz,
shit, here we go.
Me, Laz, and Pitt, we were on a first time I ever flew on a private jet, and I get in the jet with him, and me and Laz sitting next to each other, and he's scrolling. This is back in the day, Instagram. Yeah. I had a flip phone, bro. I couldn't even get no apps on my shit, I was on a different lifestyle back then, obviously. And I'm like, bro, what is that? He goes, bro, this is Instagram.
It's the newest shit.
Yeah, this is the newest shit. He goes, bro, if you get on this, bro.
It's crack.
Yeah. Listen, you're going to have to, if you get on this, you're going to have to, like make a mold of that shit right there. You know what I mean? Because they're going to try to take it. And bro, sure enough, we went on this trip, got back home, got my first iPhone, got on Instagram, and I was, bro, listen, it's 2021. I've been hooked on Instagram ever since. It's been amazing.
Well, and listen, for a lot of people that use it correctly, it is an amazing tool.
Absolutely.
It is an amazing tool for business, for networking, and we're all guilty of it.
Yeah.
But first one right here, we're all guilty of it. Que te pone Hamidad. And before you know it, fucking 20 minutes went by.
You're sitting on the toilet and you're sitting on the toilet and your legs are numb.
At least you can feel your legs, you fuck. No, but real talk. You sit there and you're like, yo, holy shit. And then, thank God, that screen shit that tells you how long you've been on.
Yeah. It makes you feel bad about yourself.
I had an argument with my show. I said, no, I haven't, bitch. I wasn't on that.
You're lying, Siri.
Like, yes, you are. I'm like, fuck. But
you get lost in that shit.
If you use it for the right reasons and know when to put it down, and I feel really bad for the kids of today.
Of course.
Okay? And let's get back to the leg situation for 1 second, just so, because it all correlates together. For reals. Kids today have it hard, because back in the day, if you had a problem with somebody at school, it was like, yo, bitch, meet me at the bike rack.
Right.
And blah, 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 blah. And it was up. It was a wrap.
Yeah, whoever saw it.
That's it. And then it stayed right there.
Right there.
Right.
Now, bro, with us.
You're going viral getting your ass kicked.
Not only that, but then you got the whole, everybody talking shit. But here's what I try to tell kids, and I do a lot of these speaking stuff. I do some with Pitt on the road. Listen, I would not be where I'm at if I let an internet gangster that loves to talk shit hiding behind a screen affect
Me. I got one for sure. I got one better. You wouldn't be where you at if you would listen to a doctor.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So if you would listen to the doctor, fuck a guy talking on the internet talking shit. You know what I mean? And I know I feel you on that because since I'm in the fight game, people love getting on that internet and banging fingers and shit, banging fingers. You know what I mean? And I tell people, listen, man, I come from the streets, brother. I'll show up at your front door, bro. I ain't about trying to text you back and forth. You know what I mean? So absolutely, man, absolutely.
So we got to teach kids to have thick skin.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because you got kids now that when somebody says something about them, they, oh my God, and they go and they fucking hide because we're not teaching them to say, yo, fuck what he thinks. Right. You go do your thing and kill him with fucking success.
Right. Hell yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying? We got to teach that. Right. Because these kids, they take that shit to heart and they don't know how to deal. But, buddy, I can tell you right now, in the radio game, nobody has had more shit talked about them than this guy right here. Period. Okay? And somebody asked me, yo, how do you do it?
And all those people that talk shit aren't even around no more.
No. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, Papa, kids, whoever's watching this, and if you're feeling a certain kind of way, yo, fuck what people say.
That's real.
Yeah.
Do you.
Let it rip.
Do you? Yeah, let it rip season. I've been watching that.
Right here. Hey, right here. There's the part where we edit it, and it says the more you know. You know, like the commercial.
No, and we definitely are living like in a judgmental world. You know,
cancel culture. So cancel culture.
So it's like that's really where the Let It Rip season happened, Laz, and that's really where this facial feature that just happened here, because we're been in the entertainment business, right? With Laz, I've been able to tour for, you know what I'm saying, we gone to Texas, we gone all over the places.
Yes, sir. Shout out Cito,
shout out to Cito,
Rocks
Nasty Rockers, baby.
Yes, sir.
And
Quan, my nigga Quan, doggy.
And it's almost like we had to deal with that. So it's almost like I really did it because it was just like, I know they're going to say something. You know what I'm saying? It was more like,
give them something to talk about.
And we over here, don't blink, because if you blink, all this is going to pass right by your life.
Yeah, give them something to talk about, because they're going to make shit up anyway. A long time ago, I told this to a lot of people, the day you try to make everybody happy, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Because it's an impossibility.
Absolutely.
Does not happen, does not exist.
Laz, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Who's the most important person that you should make happy?
Yourself.
Boom.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it from the man himself.
Yourself.
Facts.
Bro, because if I'm not happy, you ain't gonna want to hang out with me fucking Debbie Downer, all miserable and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You have to take control of your own life. Right? And then once you do that, everything else will fall into place. But guess what? Life's not easy.
Nope.
Yeah.
It's not an easy thing. You got your ups, you got your downs. God knows I've had them both. You know what I'm saying? But there's no giving up.
How you handle the downs is what makes you who you are, though.
100%.
Because anybody can handle an up.
Well, not everybody. Because you know what they say, once you, it's easy to get it, but what's hard is maintaining that thing, boy.
People, 1 billion%.
Oh, yeah, and listen, the epitome of maintaining it is right here, bro. This man's been, on the radio a long time.
I can hit double wood.
And not only on the radio, in music a long time, but at the top peak, at the top tier. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Matter of fact, when it comes to Miami, and when it comes to, I want to mention Pitt, because Pitt is my brother, is family.
For sure.
You know what I mean? It doesn't get any closer than we are with Pitt. And you are the one that put, you know what I mean? And he'll say it himself, but you're the one that put Pitt on the map in Miami, at least, where he blew the fuck up with all his music, you know what I mean? And that's where the family developed.
I can tell you this. I've never seen anybody in my life work harder than that motherfucker right there, period.
Absolutely.
And by the way, to this day.
Yeah.
To this day.
Yeah, when he could have quit years ago.
When he could have said, you know what? Yeah. I'm going to go to a private island y para la pinga todo el mundo.
Yeah.
He's just got that hustler, that grinder mentality that I'm going to grind like I'm broke still.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, let me tell you, it's like on the verge of like, and this is for lack of better words, like it's like weird because you're like, bro, you're straight. And you don't see it like that. He still feels like that broke dude that's still, and bro.
Hungry.
That's the hunger.
Yeah.
Hunger.
That's the hunger. And he loves a challenge.
Yeah.
He loves when somebody tells him,
absolutely,
nah, that's not going to work. Or,
boy, you tell him that, boy.
That's motivation. But you know what? People, and listen, music, guy's a fucking amazing entertainer. I mean, beyond belief, so many goddamn hit records, blah, 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 blah.
He cares, man.
But as a person, Papo, That's where heart
Yeah,
is.
hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That here's a guy that built fucking schools in neighborhoods that he used to live in.
He never graduated from school.
Right, exactly. Neither did I.
Yeah, no.
Neither
did I.
So we got.
I barely did.
No, so we got all this shit. Listen, I was at home with fucking pins in my knees. I had a tutor that would come over 3 times a week, and yo le cogí la vuelta.
You were banging her.
I would have. But my mom was like, Lazarito, hijo de puta, que te conozco. But I remember the tutor had a daughter who was sick. Sick to the point where she was in a bubble.
Damn.
And the tutor mom could not get any kind of sickness because she couldn't go see her daughter.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That was an old school COVID back then.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, shit. Yeah. So if I don't want to go to school, I just got to cough. Yeah. Okay. Hey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But another thing, I would tell people all the time. But back in those days, every time I had a surgery, I had to learn how to walk again. That they told me I wouldn't walk the fucking first time.
Right.
So I had a surgery, then had to relearn to pimp with the limpet. Got what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the inside of my hand right here, I don't know what this is called, but was basically gone from pushing my wheelchair.
Is that why you hold the microphone all weird like that?
No, I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you that. And by the way, great question, because a lot of people see me. I'm going to pull my phone out. Where the fuck is it? So when I'm on the phone and it's not a cool hip hop fucking thing,
you got the elbow.
Right. I'm on the phone and it's like, yo, what up?
Yeah,
no problem. And I remember I was somewhere and some girl said, oh my God, I love the way you hold your phone. It's so fucking cool. Is that like some hip hop shit? And I was like, no. It's the only way I can get the phone on my fucking face shit. So ready? There's a show and tell right now on the podcast. Give me your arm. Touch your shoulder. Do that one with that one. Push mine. No, don't push my shoulder. Push my arm to my shoulder.
It don't go.
I'm trying.
Okay, and this one, that's as far as that bitch bends. It don't bend. I have no joints.
That's why you cocked that bitch.
Damn right. So guess what? I tell people, yo, I do everything you do. It's just not as pretty.
So when you were born, it wasn't just your legs; it was all your joints.
It was everything.
All my joints.
Fuck. Okay.
So like, look, this leg don't bend. I got. By the way, if we're going.
So you're the pimp with the limp and the pimp gimp.
Right up. I'm gonna buy me a chimp so I can be the pimp with the chimp. Go around with that.
We go viral with that motherfucker right there.
The gimp pimp with the limp.
And by the way, my mom now is 86 years old. She has full blown Alzheimer's and dementia.
God bless mom.
She does not deserve what she's going through right now. But one thing that woman taught me is nunca tenga pena. Mm-hmm. No. Anybody else would probably say no, put pants on so people can't see your scars. My mom would see me with pants on. She'd be like, quítate los pantalones, ponte chori.
Yeah. Let them see the struggle.
Yeah.
Because you made it. Because you made it, bro.
Own that
ponte
shit.
chori y olvídate de lo que dicen la gente.
Own it.
Olvídate de eso. Ponte chori pa que vean. Y de todas maneras, lo que van a venir son todas las jevas.
My brother, let me ask you, through all those struggles and through all the shit you went through, how did we end up in DJing? How did we start there? You know what I mean?
I got a great story. I got stories for days.
I know. I was actually
we're gonna go get another black.
No, listen. Since we're mentioning stories, he just started a YouTube channel. We got a thing called Life of Laz. LOL. Mm-hmm. It's amazing. I was actually the other day. I sat in and we told some of our stories together. So it was amazing, but. Yeah, so how did we get to DJing, man? With all the struggles?
My brother Ray, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Ray.
I lost my brother when he was...
Pouring a little liquor for Ray.
Yeah, for sure. When he was 48 years old. Melanoma cancer in the eyeball.
Fuck.
Damn.
Melanoma cancer in the eyeball. Now, my brother loved... Like, a lot of shit that I love to do, I got from my brother, and we got it from Pops. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, my brother loved to fish. I love to fish. That's my shit. You know what I'm saying? And I remember the day that I said, Coño, this is what I want to do as far as a career. I went with my brother to a party. I saw him at house parties, you know what I'm saying? I saw my brother play music, meet girls, and at the end of the night, somebody handed him cash. I remember looking and I go, that's exactly what the fuck I want to do right there.
Look at fuck.
That's exactly what I want to do right there. I saw him make people happy with music. You know what I'm saying? And if you love what you do and you do something for the passion, you'll never work a day in your life.
Shit, that's how I feel when I'm on stage. Laz.
I know, and by the way, you're electric on stage.
I appreciate
you are
it,
fucking electric. And I remember I would go everywhere with my brother and help him just fucking set up. And my big break came. There's a gentleman by the name of Bob Rosenberg. He founded that group Will to Power. Okay, with the Dreamin' song. Whoa, tell me that I'm dreaming. Okay.
Exactly. About to bump that right now.
So check this out. So Bob worked at Hot 105. Okay, and he was like back then in '85. He was the DJ Laz.
Man, you talking about Cox on the radio time and shit.
Exactly. So
I was born in '85.
So Bob, fuck you. You were born in '85. I got STDs older than you. So look, that's nothing that can't be cured, ladies. Don't get crazy. So what happens? I was setting up a party for Bob. He was the DJ, and I was just helping my brother out. Now my brother had to go to another party.
Oof.
Okay, and he tells me, "Yo, you stay here. Bob's on his way." And I'm like, "Oh shit, I'm a jit, dog." Literally, I was probably 13 years old.
That was your debut, baby.
Right?
Yeah.
And my brother stops at a fucking payphone and calls somebody at the fucking venue. They get me on the phone. He goes, "Yo, Bob had an accident. He's not going to be there on time. You got to play." I go, "What? I got to play what? With this? I can do that all day." And he's like, "No, you got to, the fucking party starts in a half hour. You're on."
Wow.
I left all the records, and by the way, they know it was Serato.
it was records.
Right now with a goddamn laptop where you can show up.
10 need 1200 and better be on a steady table, bro.
Not only 1200s, but actual vinyl. You had to
Right.
fucking pull
Right.
the vinyl out.
And look for what line you need to drop it on.
So imagínate. So I'm like, oh shit, this is the moment of truth.
Damn.
Wait, meanwhile.
Yeah, limping like a motherfucker.
Okay.
So I'm like, fuck, the show must go on, right?
Gotta let it rip.
What age is this, Laz?
I was
like
probably
13,
13?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
So I go, oh shit, okay. And I start playing. And I pretended in my head that I was in my bedroom playing in the four walls that I normally practice on. Because mind you, while every other kid was outside doing what kids do outside, playing and running, I couldn't do that
You
shit.
couldn't do it.
So I needed a fucking outlet to express. So I told my old man.
It's crazy.
I said, Bill, if you buy me a pair of turntables, a mixer, and some speakers, I'll never ask you for anything in my life again. Boy, has that equipment cost me some fucking money over the years.
I'll actually give you everything from this.
So I would be at home, jiggy, me end up practicing.
Crafting.
And I remember my old girl came home one day, she said, Lazarito, coño, para con el chiqui, que vas a romper el disco. And I remember that, bro, to this day. And fuck. And I would just sit there while everybody else was, so I couldn't go out.
You couldn't.
So I played that night. Bob shows up about 45 minutes later. And what happens? He sits back.
He doesn't even want to get on.
He sits back and he goes, yo, fucking Laz has gotten good. Mm-hmm. He's gotten really good. So he let me play for an extra 20 minutes while he was just watching because he saw the crowd. And then he rose up, and again, he's the star.
Yeah.
And he grabs the mic, he does his thing, whatever, boom, boom, boom. He jumps on the tables, and I go back to my place, sitting back. Tells me after the party's over, he said, yo, I'm proud of you. You got really fucking good. We're going to make something happen. Whatever you need, fuck, I'm here. I just want to work. So cool. So what happens then? There's an opportunity that presents itself. He brought me into Hot 105. Nice. Okay, he brought me into Hot 105 at the age of 14.
So that was before Power.
Oh yeah. I worked out. You didn't know this either, huh?
No. Shit. You dropping gems.
So I worked at Hot 105 1986. Damn. 86, 87. And then I went to Power. But I remember when I was at Hot 105, I was Lazaro Mendez. There was no fucking DJ Laz. It was a full fucking government name. And I would just mix. I wouldn't talk to save my life. Now you can't shut me the fuck up, right?
Yeah.
But am I anything? But back then, for a party, I'd hire an MC because I just wanted to do this shit. And, well, years go by. I work at Hot 105 for about 2.5 years. They hire a new program director that came from somewhere in the Midwest. When the guy gets there, he implements his rules, right? No this, no that. Mind you, the way I made money, I worked for 2.5 years for free, not a dime from the radio, not a dime, which today is illegal. You can't do that.
Yeah.
But I worked for free because I knew, fuck, how much money would it cost if I were to pay to advertise Lazaro Mendez every fucking day on the radio? So that was an investment into myself.
Yeah.
I said, fuck it. I don't need to get money because I'm going to use this platform to go
get the gigs.
To go get the gigs. And the gigs were, a lot. They were good. I mean, especially at that time. Shit, a $200 gig. Boy, I was like, what? $200, big fuck, play with it. So this guy comes in and he says, no more recorded mixes. Everything's got to be live. No more this, no more that. And I tell him the day I meet him, hey, nice to meet you. I think his name was Jeff, by the way. I don't know why that rings a bell. Listen, I'm the mixer for the weekends and da-da-da. He goes, no, I know who you are. And I go, but the way I make my money is doing private events. So it's impossible for me to not record a mix and sit here live. I can't. I won't survive. And he goes, oh, that sounds like a you problem. Just like that.
Yeah.
And I go, he goes, I'm the PD, my rules. I go, Maria, mira, but now mind you, I got, homecomings coming up, proms coming up for other people. By the way, I DJ'd every fucking one in Miami, never went to my own. You know what I'm saying? So what happens? I tell the kid that's running the board, I go, Babu, we got a problem. I have to be at this event Saturday. I'm going to record it, and you just shut the fuck up and don't say anything. Whatever, no problem. And Murphy's Law, that night, I get a flat tire.
Oh, shit. My God.
And the mix that played from 8 to 10, the kid had to play it again from 10 to 12. Because if not, there was no other shit. So this guy calls the studio. He's like, hey, why is the same mix playing? Let me talk to Laz. And
Laz is trying to fix the flag.
Laz is not there. So, long story short, guy's blowing my phone up. I never answer the fucking call, nothing. What happens? About 2 days later, when I go to the radio station, but mind you, this is driving with no fucking license, zero. I would take my brother's column shift van and drive to fucking Coral Gables.
From Hollywood,
my mom lived
right?
in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay? So I go to the station. He goes, what did I tell you? I said, well, you didn't listen, and I told you I could not do that. I said, I have to, I have to survive. He goes, well, you're suspended for a week.
Damn.
I'm like, this motherfucker. At that same time, Power 96 had turned from 96X to Power 96. And when I walked out of that meeting with him, I was fucking pissed. I was like, I want to come at pinga, whatever, da-da-da. And I get a call. From somebody at Power, and they go, yeah.
Epic.
Listen, they want to bring you over here. They had done some kind of research test, and for somebody who didn't talk on the microphone, didn't have his own show, only mix DJ, my name came up at the top of the list in the perceptual test. Wow. And these
those are those tests that they send.
Exactly. So these guys were like,
I don't know about that.
These guys were like, yo, who's this Lazaro Mendez guy? We got to go get him. So we set up a meeting. That was on a Monday that I had that issue with homie. On Tuesday, I went and met with the people from Power. We talked and talked and talked. I was supposed to be back on the radio on Friday. And that was the day I started live. Because back then there was no contracts. There was no bush. It was like, mira, resingate. I started live on Power 96 from Six Flags Atlantis at the same time that I was supposed to be live on the radio Hot 105 for my mix.
What?
My phone is blowing up. Brick phone or whatever the fuck, or the one with the box with the cable and all that shit. Where you at? Never answered to nothing. And went live on Power and then spent 22 years at Power. Fucking crazy, right?
That's wild.
That's fucking epic.
And
Hey, fuck you, PD from 105.
from 1986.
Yeah. Hey, and we back, bro. And that is how Laz got on Power 96.
We back.
No, listen, you think it's a game, bro. You know I used to run up on little girls in 8th grade behind them.
Hey, but that right there, that's like the normal speed version. On stage with Laz, he has me and
you had to
Cito.
have a little bit of epilepsy in you and shit.
No. You had fucking seizures for sure.
Yeah.
Literally on stage, Uly, let me tell you something right now. On stage, he has that thing. The
Bro,
show
you
version,
dance from.
The show version of that is like at 1,022 miles an hour.
But first of all, that track when I made it's 162 beats per minute.
I'm gonna tell you, I want to tell the crowd something that nobody knows.
Sure.
Thanks to Laz, 2 nights lost his virginity.
That's why I told you that he's been the first for a lot of things, man.
You're welcome. You're welcome, my friend.
Along as myself and probably thousands of other people that are watching the podcast can relate to that. What Uly just said.
No,
right
listen,
now.
like I said, shout out to Marcelo, man, from Only in Dade, bro. He's a comedian, young kid,
Funny
amazing,
kid, man. He's gonna be
on the come up.
He's a star for sure.
A star on the rise, bro. The kid's amazing. When he said, "Yo, this is like a ghost talking to me," because I used to only hear his voice, and I finally meet DJ Laz. He's a 23-year-old kid. You know what I mean? My son's 23, so I can picture that. Laz, something I've been dying to ask you, man.
Sure.
I really wanted to ask you, and I thought about this today. And, you know, and I know you for a long time, and you've always treated me like family. And it's amazing to have you as family. You know what I mean? Because, again,
likewise,
you not only to me, to many people and everybody I grew up with, you're a legend.
Wow.
But you've met everybody, brother. You've interviewed everybody. You've had everybody on your show. It's been amazing. Have you ever had like a fanboy moment? And not so much like you spazzed out, but you're like, holy shit, I can't believe I'm talking to this person? Wait. Because, you know, obviously, again, we know each other for a long time, so I know a couple stories. I know you met John Travolta one time. Oh, and it was a great story. But besides that one...
Travolta.
Hey, John Travolta, I love you. Yeah. Pulp Fiction, you're my favorite actor, bro.
Listen, I've been fortunate and blessed enough to meet and interview a lot of people. I won't say I've had a fanboy moment, but I remember I had a huge crush, like a lot of fucking people, on Jennifer Lopez.
Oh, my God.
Okay, bro, I don't know why J-Lo was on the top of my list. I knew it.
Well, I'll tell you why.
Enfermo también hacer it.
Yeah. Imagínate. El colazo ese, no joda. So, what happens? I'm at Power, and I kept talking about this Jennifer Lopez, which, by the way, it all does full circle. It all comes back. The first show I ever did as DJ Laz, I opened up for Selena at Fair Park in Dallas, Texas.
Damn.
Okay? So, when I met J-Lo, she had done the
Selena
movie.
Wow.
And I don't know how Brandsmart pulled this off, but Brandsmart had Jennifer Lopez signing autographs at Brandsmart.
Well, back then, she wasn't what she is now.
Oh, no,
so.
I got it.
But in that movie, she was plickety-plap.
Oh, my God. Sure.
Hello.
So I remember talking, and the station surprised me. And normally I would be the one fucking with people and shit. They're like, hey, we got something special for you today. And I'm like, what? Well, blindfolded me, put me in a fucking van. I'm like, oh, shit, here we go again. And they took me to Brandsmart, and I met J-Lo.
Wow. Classic.
And imagínate, I was like, oh my God, Motra.
Yeah.
Motra. And, you know, we talked, she signed. Matter of fact, I still have the poster in my studio with the Selena movie and J-Lo autograph.
But that was the moment you felt like...
Oh, yeah.
The thing is, I know you always keep it professional, but I know inside that was the moment...
God. I wanted to...
Well, hey,
listen to me. If I could have had my way, I would have fucking... ran by security, which that would have been funny, just me running. But ran by security, tackled her, impregnated her, and we would have had triplets. It would have been fucking for sure. Okay?
Notice
yes, I said triplets.
That's amazing.
Yeah. But you know what? On the other side, not so much a fan moment, but something did happen with an artist, and I've said this story on air, so I got no problem sharing it. John Legend. Okay?
John.
So, John, we have since worked out problems out, but John Legend, when he first started, They brought him to the radio station, right? And John, imagine a table like this in a conference room with his keyboard, and he played. This is before any hit records, anything. This is when the label first signed him. He played for 2 hours in a conference room.
Wow.
Amazing.
That's nice.
Talented beyond belief.
Nice.
So you seen him blow before he blew.
Bro, boom, boom, boom. But here, this is where when you blow up and it goes wrong. So he's there for 2 hours. The label brings food and shit and everything's cool. And, hey, nice to meet you. Hey, I wish you nothing but success. Boom. I limp out. Cool. About a year later, this is after, I don't know if it was Ordinary People. That is a song.
Oh, damn, that shit took off.
So about a year later, the PD tells me, hey, John Legend's going to come by the studio tomorrow. I'm like, oh, shit. Awesome. By the way, 3 weeks prior to John Legend, I had Lionel Richie in the studio.
Yeah. Wow.
Right? Lionel came in. Cool.
Hello.
Bro, cool. No, listen, Lionel,
Is it me
thank you
you're
so
looking for?
I had Lionel Richie call wifey, and she's like, hey, babe. And he's like, hello. And
Classic.
And he sang fucking hello, a piece of it to my wife.
Bro, I'm melting.
Yeah, the ass I got that day was extra special. So what happens? John Legend is coming into the studio. This is a year later. Now he's got some success under his belt. Mind you, when I first met him, he had one person with him from the label. Him and the one person. So the next day, or a year later, the next time he comes in, I see about 25 people coming down the hallway. I'm like, well, no.
Entourage.
Now, mind you, I'm thinking I had fucking Lionel Richie here. I had set up a keyboard for Lionel Richie. Lionel Richie came in and he played. He hung out. He talked to the listeners. I mean, just a fucking humble ass dude.
Nice.
Yeah.
John walks in. As soon as he walks in and sees a keyboard set up, and I had just cracked the mic, so I was live. I had just cracked the mic, and I'm like, hey, DJ Laz morning show, whatever, Power 96. I said, got a special guest that's just walking in the studio, and I hear him say, oh, I know that's not for me because I'm not playing and I'm not singing.
Oh, my God.
We're live.
John, you let us down, John.
Listen to me. We're live. And I go, to me, now ahora me falta respeto. And I go, oh, hold up. Hang on a second. I bring the music all the way down and bring everything down. I say that, ladies and gentlemen, I said, John Legend just walked in the studio. I got a keyboard set up for him, and, but John just informed me that he's not playing and he's not singing. And I go, okay, well, John, what do you want to talk about? You want to talk about your porn career? What do you want to talk about? And he goes, oh, you're going to be one of those guys? I said, I'm not going to be one of those guys, my friend. I'm the guy. Let me break it down for you. You just walked into my house and disrespected what we had set up for you. If you don't want to play and you don't want to sing, I'm okay with that. But there's a way to come in and say, man, I really appreciate you guys setting this up, but I got a show tonight and I can't, strain my voice. I would have said, Papa, no problem, take that shit out and let's have a great interview. But you already walked in with a chip on your shoulder. Now, let me break something down to you. I said 1 year ago, you were playing in that conference room that you just walked by with your 25-person entourage.
For 2 hours.
For 2 hours when nobody knew who you were. And you were humble and you were grateful. And now you got a little success under your belt. Now you can walk in and bark orders and basically say, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. Hey, no problem, my brother. Yeah. No problem. I don't need you here. And I go, and by the way, best line of life. I said, and by the way, Lionel Richie was here 3 weeks ago. Played and sang, didn't have a chip on his shoulder. And my friend, that is a real legend.
Ooh. And then you dropped the mic right there.
For real. Somebody get this guy in my studio. Hey.
Lo que se formó en el estudio ese fue, you can't, I went right to fucking a song or commercials or whatever. You can't talk to fucking John like that. Okay, fuck, John don't need to be in my fucking studio. Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Bro. Eso fue.
What's up? We got San Julio?
That would have been one of those Uly calls. Like, yo, my brother.
That was the next step. Hey, let me tell you something.
Donating to the podcast a fucking air conditioner.
I want to say something. I want to say something to the Don't Blink crowd. One time, because you reminded me when you said blindfolded.
Okay.
Laz had the morning show. Mm-hmm. He had a co-host, and it was her birthday. And he calls me like at 7 a.m. He goes, bro.
That was with Evie, right?
Was it with Evie? I think it was Evie. I think it was Evie.
It gotta be Evie because she likes him like you.
I think it was Evie. Shout out to Evie, man. I love Evie. Evie shows love all the time. She got a beautiful baby. Shout out to Evie and her family. He calls me over and he's like, yo, at 7 a.m., he did the morning show, right? So this is like 7 a.m. is like, midway through his show. He calls me, yo, I need you to go over here now. It's my co-host's birthday. I need you to go over here. So we get there. And the plan is when I get there, she don't know I'm there. He's like, listen, we're going to blindfold her. You're going to take off your clothes. And she's blindfolded, feeling up on me.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, we got your birthday present. She's like, what? Oh, what's this? And I blindfolds herself, and it's me.
Bro.
Ta-da.
And the reason was because she had such a crush on Uly. She likes tatted up. That was just her thing.
Hey, listen, hey, I love you, Evie. Evie's married. Let's not get her in trouble. You know what I mean?
I don't think she's married now. But real talk, and it was awesome to be able to, and
surprise her.
And surprise the shit out of her.
It was cool. It was cool. It was a vibe.
But that was back when radio was different than it is now. There was a lot of, you can take chances, you can have a lot of fun, you can fuck around, which is what I'm trying to bring back to radio now on my new station. Right.
Yeah.
Because a lot of it has become so cookie cutter,
so
corporate,
strict, and so
and you can't do this and you can't do that. That things like this that are real stand the fuck out.
Right.
Yeah. You
know what I'm saying? Things like this stand the fuck out.
Les, now that you mentioned that, going and staying in the topic of radio station, what do you think is going to happen to radio stations knowing that public figures like ourselves can just pick up, buy, set it up, and let it rip and have an audience and seeing?
Well, listen, I'm a big fan of radio.
Yeah.
I've been in it, my whole career pretty much. I don't see radio going away completely. I don't see it. Now, I will tell you, the younger audience now, you got the Spotifys of the world, you got fucking Apple Music, you got these kids. I got my son who's 16 putting me up on game.
Shout out to Jay, man. Jay doing it. DJing too, killing it.
Too.
DJing, producing. And not because it's my
Shout
kid.
out to you, man. You're a badass dad, bro.
Well, listen, I have a great wife who
shout out Joey.
Joey,
because love you, Jay.
At the end of the day, we make a good team.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's what it's all about.
We make a good team. So, but to see, I've never forced my kids to do anything they don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? My son would watch me spin, and he'd sit back, and I'd be like, "Hey, you want to fuck around with this?" And he's like, "Yeah, cool. Let him do his thing." Never actually sat there and taught him. Just let do marinate, marinate. So. He's 16 now. His first time on a stage.
16, 6'4", fucking.
Handsome
motherfucker, bro. Looks like a fucking model.
I'm trying to figure that. He looked just like the neighbor. Shout out to the neighbor. Goddamn. But at the end of the day, you got this 16-year-old kid who, first time he was ever on stage in front of people, I made him do a set, and I'll send you the video so you can put this onto the podcast so people can see it. A 45-second little
amazing
mix thing opening up for Pitt at the American Airlines Arena with 17,000 people in it.
Oh, yeah.
So you imagine what fucking kid that he was 12 at that time.
That was like his first drug.
That was, what I'm saying? It's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
But now he has picked up producing.
Oh, that's dope.
And there's, DJs make great producers because they get it, but not all DJs can produce.
Right.
And
but you got the DNA, bro.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And then
shout out to the nephew, man, out there.
Keep rocking.
Keep getting it.
And whenever you're ready, let me know. I'll go over there and spit some.
No, for sure.
Hey, Uly got some bars too, bro. Uly got some bars too, bro.
Hey, and not to leave, because my daughter's name is Naya Bimini.
Oh,
Naya Bimini Mendez. On her passport, even people.
It's her name, and then where she was conceived.
Right, exactly. Well, it sounded better than golf cart, so I said, "Fuck it, let's make it Bimini." So she's 12. She's got a lip gloss line. It's called Bimini Rose.
Oh, nice!
She's got a whole.
Shout out
she
to
loves,
the
she loves makeup, and I walk in her room like, "What the fuck you doing?" She's like, "No, I'm this." And
let people know where they can get Naya Bimini at, man.
Well, the Bimini Rose.
Bimini Rose.
Just log on to BiminiRose.com. And she's got a whole set of lip glosses and everything else. And I just love to give the kids that opportunity.
Of course.
To be entrepreneurs and do what you love because you only have one life.
No, for sure. And that's something that schools nowadays are not really touching on. You know what I'm saying? They
Except for slam.
It's like, exactly. Slam, exactly.
Slam is teaching kids real world shit.
And that's because it's
coming from
exactly. It's coming from a real hustler.
Because
you know what I
real
mean?
shit.
Yeah.
Shout out to our brother, to the nephew, the
my
cousin,
cousin.
my brother, the family. Man, 10 schools open, hundreds of thousands of kids graduated. It's amazing what's happening.
You know, it's funny when Armando asked me to go and speak at the first graduating class, which, by the way, graduated 100%.
Did we go in a helicopter together, the one on West Palm Beach? Did you go to the
No,
helicopter?
I know.
Oh, okay.
I don't get on choppers, bro. They're going to have to take this leg off and put it in the front, put it in the seatbelt. No. But I remember speaking to those kids, and, dude, I don't get nervous. I was sweating. I mean...
Yeah.
I was like,
More than like what you are.
well, yeah, no, I'm good right now. That shit was
yeah.
profusely coming down my face. And it was because I'm talking to these kids about life.
Yeah.
And tell them you have your whole fucking life ahead of you. Don't fuck it up. And especially now with social media, anything that you post, anything that you do can come back and bite you in the ass years later. And I tell my kids that, oye, no empieza a comer mierda. No empieza a comer mierda, because that can happen. Yeah. But
they keep tabs on you, bro.
And here we are. And and this is what's also important about our platforms, you know what I'm saying? To continue to spread that positivity and hope, you know what I'm saying? And with Fighting versus Hunger, now I'm going to jump into that, because Laz, you was in the last one, you know what I mean? And coming together and being a voice to the community and being a voice to the young kids, you know what I'm saying? It's something that we got to really, you know what I'm saying, wake up every single day and let it rip on that too.
We got to teach kids that it's about giving back. By the way, when I went to support you, that cause, that could happen to any one of us at any time.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So, when you to go and help these people that right now are down and out, instead of looking at them like, oh, you know, I'm not going there. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Eso le pasa a cualquiera.
For sure.
Eso le pasa a cualquiera, especially now.
One wrong move, man.
With the way the fucking world is one wrong move.
And that's like almost like off camera. Usually we was talking about like the negative feedback that we got from just like,
but
you know,
listen,
the whole. I think you should.
This is,
you know what I mean?
when people when I think about negative feedback and people talking shit, I always go back to this. And listen, people watching this, I'm not trying to compare myself at all. But this is just an example. They talk shit about Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
If they talk shit about Jesus Christ,
I'm okay.
Who am I? Yeah, right, exactly.
I'm right here.
I ain't nobody. I can't even touch Jesus Christ's toes. So if they talk shit about me, man, we doing something right.
As long as you're doing something good, and this goes back to what I said at the I don't know how long we've been doing this podcast, but you can never make everybody happy.
Right.
So don't try.
Right.
Don't try. As long as you know you're doing the right thing, fuck them.
Right.
Yep.
Fuck them. And the people that are talking shit are the ones that are not out getting up early and going and feeding the fucking homeless and setting up shit and you know, networking with other people saying, man, I do this thing, you know, and I really could use your help. Those are people sitting on their ass.
Yep.
Hablando mierda por gusto.
When's the next one, Uly? When we at? February?
Listen, man, this is a great note. Listen. We couldn't end on a better note. I'll tell you why. I'm gonna end it because Laz just pushing a positive. We feeding the people February 12th.
Perfect.
It's Fighting versus Hunger again. You know, you could probably see DJ Laz out there. You can see
sure.
a lot of people out there. Raise Pizzas behind this. We pushing pizzas. We pushing soda. We pushing water. We pushing people to get better.
Do you imagine if the world united and people didn't have that gana to just talk shit, but and actually put that energy and that positive, or put
and to jump into the car and come and helping us out.
Exactly. Shut the fuck up, get off your Twitter fingers, and come down and actually help the fuck out.
Right. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And just do something good. Let me tell you something. That Radio Lollipop shit for me for years. For years, I would take my kids every single year. And we couldn't do it because now COVID, they don't let anybody in the hospital and shit. But to go and see kids at their probably worst time during the holidays, being in a hospital room. Some kids were just there for, comiendo mierda, they broke a leg. Got it. But other kids there are in the cancer ward.
Yeah.
For a long time.
And fighting for their life. You think we're not going to take time out of our day to go and give them some positive words or bring them a fucking toy that's going to put a smile on their face.
Yep.
Papa, with all the blessings that I've received in my life, I'd be the biggest piece of shit if I did not do that. Got what I'm saying?
Yep.
So this goes out to anybody watching this. You want to feel good about yourself? Go do something good for somebody else. You'll see how your entire life will change. I'm not saying that you don't have to be a preacher. You ain't got to be nothing. You just got to be a real person that has feelings and cares about other people. You don't want to see anybody down and out and all fucked up. Mm-hmm. You want to go and say, man, if I can do something for this person that's going to brighten their day, and who knows what this little moment is going to do for that person that might call you on the radio 20 years later and say, man, I was 10 years old when I met you and you changed my life.
Ladies and gentlemen, DJ Laz, baby. Don't blink, baby.
Listen, I'm going to drop the mic right here, bro. The message for today is love yourself because you deserve it.
Damn right.
We love you. We out here. DJ Laz. Listen, just so y'all know, there's 154 days left to the UFO documents got to be released.
We got the countdown.
Yeah.
Wait, what? 154 days till what?
When the COVID bill got signed,
right,
they had to release UFO information. That was part of the COVID bill. There's 154 days left till they got to release that information. I love UFOs. We talk about that on every show.
You like aliens and shit?
This show was a little special.
I believe in that crazy shit. I believe it. I think we're aliens. I think you're an alien.
I'm
bro.
definitely a fucking
definitely
alien.
an alien.
By the way, if there's any directors watching this podcast, I would make a really good fucking zombie. I don't need to act. You can just put some shit on my face, give me some fucked up clothes, and let me walk. People will get the fuck out of the way. Trust me. So Steven Spielberg.
Time up.
Cameo.
Thank you for tuning in, man. Episode 5. Don't blink. Fucking DJ Laz, Miami legend in the building.
Yes.
Too nice. We out here. We killed it, man. We left on a great note. Help others when you can.
Damn right.
Love yourself. You deserve it.
Damn right.
Laz, on this show, we always do a don't blink competition. I need you to raise your glasses.
Oh, shit.
We got to stare at each other.
I got to take these off?
No, you don't have to take them off. Just raise them up.
Well, no, fuck, I'll take them off.
Okay, here you go.
By the way, I do have eyes.
Yeah.
And look, this is just to show you, though, this is how the mentality never changes.
What?
Okay? Whether you have money, you don't have money, whatever the fuck. My dog ate my fucking expensive sunglasses. No. Do you think I said I'm going to go buy a new pair? Fuck no.
Nah, hell
I'm
nah.
Cuban. I went and fucking did this with some shrink wrap, and I said, you know what, Lola? You ain't getting my $600 glasses, bitch.
Hey, you got a big ass dog too.
Let me
I explained the blink. We have a blink competition?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck this.
You're going to stare at each
The
other.
only thing I can beat Julie at. I like it. Are we going right now?
Or that thing you do on stage, the girls be going crazy.
Yes.
One.
Wait. Hang the fuck on, bro. I got to prepare.
I can't wait.
Don't get that. I got to prepare.
Yeah, we got that too.
I don't know Fassi, really. But look at you. You're like this.
1, 2, 3. DJ Laz wins.
He got that. He got that. Look,
Laz,
he's still ready to go. He's still ready to go.
Listen, Laz.
I like competition now, motherfucker.
Don't blink.
Hey.
Oh, shit.
Because we over here.
Listen, honor and a pleasure to have you here.
Always my pleasure.
It's been amazing, my brother.
Yeah. You finally made real man sizes.
Yes. Everybody, episode 5, Don't Blink, DJ Laz, Miami legend. Miami, stand the fuck up.
Yes.
Too nice, let them know, baby.
Hey,
We
you
out.
already know what it is. Episode 5, baby.
Yo.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Woo!
Thank you.
I like this shit.
Love y'all. Laz, I love you.
I love you more.
I love you too.
You already know.
I think me and Too Nice got something great going on. We got some great guests coming up. It's gonna be dope. We got some dope people that already signed up to do it with us, which is great. A lot of people show us love, and it's because we love them back for sure.